See all of this? Believe it or not, this is not snow. This ice. There's something important to understand about winter weather in Atlanta or in the southern United States of America. The climate here particularly here in the Atlanta area, we have a mild subtropical climate. Winter weather is not all that common here. It occurs, but it's not to the same level as you would get in places such as Minnesota, Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania. It doesn't happen at that level here. But there's also another factor to consider. As you can see, some of this was driven over, some of this is starting to melt. Whenever metropolitan Atlanta gets a wintry mix, you look at the slushy consistency. Look at this ice. If you saw the consistency of what was on the ground, it was very slushy, it was ice, it was glazed. That is typically what happens when you get snow or ice or sleet in places like metropolitan Atlanta. You have a situation where the temperature is just barely cold enough for it to snow. 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius is the temperature required for fresh water to freeze. You also need the ground to be very cold for snow to stick. You have a situation where it will snow but it won't stick right away because the ground's still quite warm. The big issue is the ground wasn't cold enough for that precipitation to stick. And so as the temperatures got colder, anything that had fallen to the ground and didn't freeze began to freeze. And then you had ice, which creates a very dangerous situation. What happened with Snowpocalypse 2014, you had a situation where all the right conditions came about. I hope this banishes some of your ignorance why certain cities in the southeast United States of America have issues handling winter precipitation. It's not just the fact that it's a rare occurrence, but it's the consistency of the precipitation. The fact that very often it turns to ice when that happens. I hope you found this interesting. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe.